All right, so go ahead and toss treats over to the side so you have a little space. Now, good. Now you're gonna go, so Emily's gonna walk over here because movement's kind of scary for Lucca sometimes. You can open the door, and pretend like you're going because he'll hear that. Good boy.
Where'd she go?
Exactly. So he's got to clean up the floor that we messed. Scott's gonna be like, you can't come to my house anymore. You make a mess.
Treats on your door.
Right, yeah, good. So then, good. And then Emily's kind of walking back. And he's, okay, now you can treat him if he, oh, good boy.
Yeah,
so see how we have to go real slow with him, though, because he doesn't have a lot of experience having visitors. And if Emily was all in his business, he would get scared and he wouldn't have time to process it all.
That's
like
true.
It's a little too overwhelming for him to have these people he doesn't know all in his business. It's like if a stranger comes and starts hugging on you and like talks to you in your space. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. And then good boy. And then see if he'll follow you. Oh, he might follow you a little bit. Good boy. And then turn around him. Now tell him sit. Oh, he was normal. Didn't want you to take the treats away that time.
Yeah.
That was more like, hey, lady, don't take my treats. Good boy. Excellent. Good boy. And then we're gonna change it. Let me turn this off. Okay. So now go ahead and throw like a bunch of treats over towards the dishwasher and the hallway over there. Now slowly stand up. There you go. Good. And then just wait for him. And if he will take treats from your hands, do that. Take it from a hand. Otherwise, just toss it on the ground. We'll see what he does now.
I'm just getting myself some length.
That's okay.
There we go.
Yeah. And we're keeping him on leash just for safety. I'm not really concerned about that much, but at this point, I think he's going to be okay. He's totally disengaging right now, which is okay. But now this gives him a chance. He's probably aware Emily stood up. He is. I just saw his eyes look up. So, but he's not freaking out. He didn't come lunge, but his tail kind of went down a little. His ears are back just a tiny bit. And when he's ready, he can come take treats from Emily's hand because she'll have it offered if he wants. It's up to him if he wants it or not. If that's too much, then it'll be a good gauge that when people stand, that's part of the trigger. He's doing pretty good now, so I'm not... Since he's going to trip her. So now, Emily, you can show him your treats. Yeah, good. Good. Oh, and even a sit.
So see what a good boy I am?
What a good boy. Yeah. Oh, and now he's like, oh, Sue's got Shannon's treats. Totally ignoring me. Thanks, Lucca. Thanks for being my boyfriend. Yeah, good boy.
What a nice cookie.
Very, very good. So then that way, and if he was scared and wouldn't eat treats, then we would toss treats back in that corner and Emily would sit back down and he wouldn't be ready for her to stand up.
Okay.
But he's ready for that, so we can do that. So, okay.
Let him off.
All right, so go ahead now and let him off. So Emily went back to the chair just to decrease any anxieties that he might have. Good. Boy, you're perfect. Scott, you get to be a movie star too.
That's still mine.
We need to train Scott. We need to train Scott how to take the right coffee cup. But see, this is all good because this is how you would be talking with your friends.
Exactly.
Like you wouldn't be all silent. So.
Oh no, it's a madhouse.
Right, and so that's part of the stimulus, and that doesn't seem to bother Lucca at all. It's just it's just being the people that are
He's
doing
just so and I have really grown to appreciate it. My two previous dogs were not protected in any way, shape, or form. One of them let a burglar in the house.
This is just, he's just got he has that mild amount of anxiety that makes things, scary because that's why everything, is bigger. He just has a mild amount of anxiety when it comes to new things in his environment.
Yeah, he does.
So. No trigger. There was nothing. She walked out here. He was on leash. We just did it for, protection purposes.
Yeah, no, he's so into the
food. But the barbecue isn't. Emily, see if you lift the barbecue and just lift it and drop it and then, and not drop it, but and then you can go ahead and toss one.
A salmon steak now?
Good. But see, like if this is how your friends had treated him, look at the difference.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I don't care if you're here barbecuing.
Right.
This is cool. But if you leaned over him, got in his face, and you didn't have this relationship, Emily probably already has a better relationship with him now than your friends do.
She probably does.
Because she's like met him where he's at
Yeah.
and not forced him to do more than he can handle and reinforced him for like, hey, I'm not a threat.
Right.
I'm not trying to do anything from you. I'm just trying to be your friend.
Yeah.
So that was perfect. So now Emily's able to move around the yard. She's walking. Lucca gives no care. He's just like, Pez machine, keep delivering, please. Why is the Pez? I know. And so, but it's some of the hardest time about working with this is usually training the humans.
Yeah.
Because the humans want to get all in their business and don't want to just let dogs have a minute to say hello and to greet you and to smell you and trust you. But Emily's a good human. She's going to get cookies and a glass of wine and a cup of coffee or something. We'll spoil her. Like he treats me. This is my experience. When I come see Lucca, he comes and he mugs me the whole time if he can.
Yeah.
And then, good boy. And this is all, less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, this has probably been 20 minutes. You know.
And that's why with Micah yesterday, it was 5 minutes.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you're cool.
And this probably took longer because we were doing video and
Yeah.
because I was explaining everything.
Correct.
So probably if your friends are willing to do this for 10 minutes
Yeah.
and you have high enough value treats, you don't want to use kibble for this.
Right.
We're using the Red Barn food log stuff,
Yeah.
but you could use hot dogs, you can use chicken, you could use something that's yummy, that's really valuable. This could be your relationship with your friends. And then eventually he'll just ignore them because he'll get tired. And then if he was being, mugging them, you guys could go back in the house, just throw treats all over the grass like you do. Like you do when you do his little Sniffari games.
Yeah.
And then you guys walk in the house and then he can come back when he's ready.
Right.